Telegram. Can you just talk about the decision to punt on the second drive before the end of the game, not go for it there?
What was the down distance?
4th and 10.
Yeah. That's the answer, yeah.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Mavericks. Mike, just your thoughts on how your defense played overall?
I think really as a whole today, you had two teams just battling out. We knew it was going to be a slugfest, and we just didn't quite do enough. I mean, it's you can go through the statistics, the decisions, and I thought defensively, we did a really good job, for the most part. But yeah, would we like to have a couple more stops? Yes. Did we need more third down conversions on offense? Yes. We could have used that to red zone production. So obviously, just extremely disappointed. This has been an incredible journey, with this group of men, and yeah, we came up short tonight to a very good football team.
Mike Fowler with ESPN. How backbreaking was that back-to-back plays where you lose Pollard and then you have the pick on the next play?
Well, I mean, losing Tony was obviously a shot. Tony is probably clearly one of our most, if not the most productive player. In Tony's and Zeke, the way we play is all year. It's important for those guys to touch the football. So yeah, that was a big blow for us.
Tim Kalishaw, Dallas Morning News. We've talked about Dak's interceptions all year. Some of them aren't his fault, but the two today, he just tight end scoring.
Well, I mean, any turnover was big. Just no different than our takeaway there on the punt. But yeah, scoring position. Obviously, that's points, potential points on the board. And we knew the turnover ratio was going to be huge in today's contest. We thought we'd have some opportunities. Was the plan. We got our hands on some balls. But yeah, you can't turn the ball over. That's always a focus, and that's all I got.
Ed Werder, ESPN. Mike, is it hard in the moment with the season just ending to feel any sense of improvement this year over last? Do you feel like you played them better than you did a year ago? You walk away from the game feeling any differently?
Yeah, I don't really. I think every year is different. Every game is totally different. Factually, we've taken one step closer to our goal. That's what a comparable would be from last year to this year. I think they're a different team than they were last year. I think they're a better team than they were last year. I said this earlier in the week. I thought we were a better team than we were last year. So I think it's probably a reflection of a lot of respect for their program, but I think it's also a reflection of our program. We got the right players. We got a good group of young players. We got excellent veteran leadership. We didn't have enough today. And the guys laid it out there. I don't know how close you were to the field. It was an extremely physical football game. Both teams laid that out there, so we came up short.
Mike, how difficult was it to get going offensively when you lost Tony?
Well, it's Tony's an exceptional player. And he's obviously part of our rotation. You spend the whole week, putting the plan together, and also you have touches and ball distribution focal points that you're trying to hit. So and definitely Tony's one of the top, or maybe the top ball person that you want the guy. You want it in his hands. So yeah, that was definitely a shot for us.
Follow-up. Diggs had a chance to get a pick there, drop one, and like Kittle had a bobble. I don't know if you think Diggs should have played the ball or hit Kittle. What were you seeing there?
Yeah, specific evaluation. We're not there right now, but we felt that we were going to be able to get our hands on the ball just because of the way we play on defense, and our takeaways for the season speak for themselves. And we had some chances tonight, so we could, like I said, we came up a few plays short in the big play area.
Brett Meyer missed that extra point earlier. How much did that impact the decision you made calling plays later on in the first half? You shunned the field goal on 4th and 35 in the first half. I don't know if that impacted anything.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going here. I thought that I went for it on 4th downs that I've gone on all year. There's Yeah, I'm trying to give you an honest answer. I don't remember sitting there changing plays based off what happened last week. You know, that didn't happen. So,
He missed one early in the start of the game.
yeah, definitely. But then the next time we had the opportunity, we lined him up and he kicked it through. So, in the reality of it, when we got the ball back, obviously next to the last series, the plan was to go down and score and go for two for the win. So that had more to do with, I just felt like our defense was on the field a long time, and I thought we picked it up in certain areas in the second half, but like I said, we just came up short.
One more thing, do you think Dak was forcing the ball and trying to find CD more than you should have, or I know one was breaking coverage and it seemed like he could have went somewhere else.
Well, I think just again, you're playing division defense, and you're trying to get the ball in the seams and get it in the holes, but also the ability to get the ball to check downs too. That's part of it. I thought we hit a couple nice check downs today, but yeah, as far as forcing the ball, I mean he goes through his progressions.
Tim?
Do you think the running game got going a little in the end? Obviously, your defense has been out there a while, and then mostly did very well.
Yeah, I thought they were productive there. Running the ball more in the fourth quarter. Like I said, I haven't seen the stats, but I would think the number of plays was. I think they were probably ahead of us. Probably half a dozen or so. Time of possession I know was tilted towards them. Yeah, so I mean that was, like I said, that was part of my thinking going there in the fourth quarter.
Mike, the last play, can you kind of explain the thought process here with Deeds playing at the center and show that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't get going. So, yeah, I really don't want to get into the detail of it, but that's obviously wasn't the plan, So, yeah, I mean, it's obviously a gadget play or whatever. It's a last play situation call that we practice. So.
And are you surprised Dalton at the end there where he gets pushed back, the clock keeps running, and then he doesn't get a second?
Yeah, we talked about it on the sideline with the officials. I mean, no one's a fan of the rule. I can't stand it. I mean, it's this ain't the time to talk about it, but that's not the intent of the rule. I mean, it's a hard rule to officiate too. So, by the letter of the book and the emphasis, that's they would say the correct call. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the change that they made on that rule.
And then for him to not get the foot down on the next one, is that surprising, considering usually he does have good field awareness?
Yeah, I mean Dalton's a pro's pro, and yeah, I mean he just didn't get a second foot down.
Obviously, you came into the season with the message of resilience. What's your message to the team tonight? What do you tell about the team?
Just told them my personal feelings about them and the journey, and just most importantly, keep loving one another and stick together.
Mike, all these games are tough, obviously. It seems you were emotional after the game. Camera guy got in your way. Just how difficult is this for you just to talk to your team about a loss like this?
I mean, it's very tough. I mean, it's definitely not anything you prepare for. I mean, I've never prepared for a talk after losing a game. You feel like you had opportunities to win and was confident going into. So yeah, I just think in those moments you just have to be real and genuine, and I mean it's raw. It's raw in the locker room right now. I mean, this is not really time to pick apart. I mean, I understand you got a job to do, but that's not where we're at right now.
Is that just frustration when you showed the photographer on the field?
Well, I obviously didn't view it like that, so that's not how I saw the interaction at all. So,
All righty.
thank you.
Thank you.